So I bought something. There it is. And I'm going to show you what this is for right after this. Our little piece is for this right here. Hi-Standard 22 magnum. This happens to be a family heirloom. As such, I want to go shoot it. But before I do, knowing as old as it is, and the fact that my dad kept it in the original box and I never saw it growing up from the 60s, I figured I better tear it apart. Take a look at it. Wonderful video out there already about how to tear this Hi-Standard Derringer apart. So I'm not going to go over that entire thing, but I'm going to add one step that he missed. Here's where we're going to slow down. In the other video, where the other gentleman tears this apart, he takes something like this and releases this firing spring. I learned that it is ridiculously hard to get in there. So I'm going to show you a way to make it so much easier. But before I do that, I want you to focus on something. If you notice this, I don't know, cam, if you want to call it that, made of plastic, has and I'll explain its use, has a unique addition to it right here. I consider myself a tinkerer. I am a tinkerer, probably third generation. My grandfather tinkered. He made his own ham equipment. My dad was an engineer and he was a tinkerer. And since he owned this, and according to the reviews, oftentimes these little notches get broken off and then the hammer can no longer select which barrel it wants to fire, because that's what this does. So somebody, probably my dad, somebody put a nail into this plastic and then ground it down to be a cog so that this would work again. Considering it's from the 60s, you probably couldn't just go on Amazon and find a manufacturer and buy another one. No. So, and it probably never got fired again after he repaired it. So my intent is to fire this again, and I first took it apart, saw that problem, and found this online made of aluminum. So that's going in there. And then my youngest brother dabbles with 3D printing, and he said he can do this in carbon fiber, and he's got something that might even be harder. So I'm going to give him the original, let him try to make one. We'll put it in here and see how long it lasts, but I'll always have that one as a backup. Now, to pick up where the one step that should have been added to the other gentleman's tear down, and it goes like this. As you squeeze this, you'll notice that a hole will appear here. Try not to fire, just squeeze it enough. I've got a little brad nail. Stick a brad nail in there, then release the trigger. Now I can remove this entire spring and it will be so much easier to put back in there. So that is the addendum to the other gentleman's tear down. This is the hammer. As this moves, you will see that the hammer moves. So for every 90 degrees, the hammer is lower, then the hammer is higher, and the hammer is lower, then the hammer is higher. That's how it picks which barrel to fire on. My dad did an amazing job. I squeezed this, and you gotta jostle it a little, you gotta play with it a little bit. play with this enough, you can get it to come out. Because that's what I did. I got it to come out. Just had to find the right spot. And out it comes. That goes to my brother. God willing, the creek don't rise. This is just going to go right back in there. Oh, now let's see. Let's watch it work. Move the cam. See the hammer go up. Move the cam. See the hammer come down. Awesome. Made of aluminum. I didn't have to take any of this apart to do it. It is ready to rock and roll. Everything's lined up. Now we got to put this back in. This cog goes toward the trigger. And there is a pin right here that this notch sits in. So you get that lined up in there. Then to release it, you got to squeeze the trigger just enough to get that brad to come out. We're done with that. This has now been reassembled. Now, got her back together. Let's see how well this fits this time. Get that in there. Get that right there. Looks good. Get the screw in. All right, reassembled. Don't want to dry fire it with this down because you could damage the firing pin. So I can pull it back. It is at the top position. And now it is at the bottom position. Now it's at the top position. Only one way to find out. Take it outside, take it somewhere I can fire it, and let's see what happens. Well, could be a thumbs up. We'll find out. Catch you with the next video. We thank all of our viewers and subscribers and look forward to giving you many more adventures.